Hello everyone, I'm Vasudha Chauhan from Diet Manpuri, and today's our topic is command and request means imperative sentences. So let's start. First introduction. The sentence which expresses command means order, request or suggestion means advice is called imperative sentences. For example, number 1, stop talking. It shows order. Number 2, march forward. It shows command. Number 3, kindly help me. It shows request. Number 4, work hard. It shows advice. Number 5, let us have a walk. It shows suggestion. Imperative sentences often appear to be missing subjects and use a verb to begin the sentence. In fact, the subject is the person listening or the audience. In other words, if an imperative sentence is directed at you, then you are the subject of that sentence. Next, kinds of imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are used to issue a command or instruction, make a request, or offer advice. So, following are the kinds of imperative sentences. Number 1, command sentence. Sentences that are used to give orders are called command sentences. They don't start with a noun or pronoun as a subject of the sentence. Instead, a verb is used to start a sentence. For example, come in, get out, sit quietly, call him immediately. So you can see these sentences start with a verb. Next, request sentence. Sentences that are used to make request are called request sentences. They start with words like please and kindly, but don't have noun or pronoun as a subject of the sentence. For example, please come in, kindly go out, kindly sit quietly, please call him immediately. Next, suggestion sentence. Sentences that are used to give suggestion or advice are called suggestion sentences. They have helping verbs like must, should, have to, need to, etc. before the main verb. Unlike command and request sentence, they have noun or pronoun as the subject of the sentence. For example, you should come in. He must go out. She need to sit quietly. You should call him immediately. So you can see these sentences have pronoun. Next, command sentence. Simply a command is a sentence that orders someone to do something. It ends with a period, means full stop, or an exclamation mark. The sentences which are used to give orders are called command sentences. They don't start with a noun or pronoun as a subject of the sentence. Instead, a verb is used to start a sentence. For example, come in, get out, sit quietly, call him immediately, go to your room. Next, direct and indirect speech. In reporting commands and requests, the indirect speech is introduced by some verb expressing command or request, and the imperative mood is changed into the infinitive. For examples, you can see the examples. Direct speech. Rama said to Arjun, "Go away." And how can we change this sentence into indirect speech? Rama ordered Arjun to go away. So, to is infinitive here. Next, he shouted, "Let me go." He shouted to him to let him go. Next, he said, "Be patient and listen to me." He urged him or her to be patient and listen to him. Next, he said to me, "Please wait here till I return." So here is a request. He requested me to wait there till he returned. Next, "Call the first witness," said the judge. The judge ordered them to call the first witness. So, in these sentences, you can see that the reporting verb and reported speech is connected with infinitive too. Reporting orders and requests. When we want to report an order or request, we can use a verb like tell with a to clause. For example, he told me to go away. The pattern is verb plus indirect object plus to clause. The indirect object is the person spoken to. Other verbs used to report orders and requests in this way are command, order, warn, ask, advise, invite, beg, teach, and forbid. Let's see some examples in direct speech. The doctor said to me, "Stop smoking." And in indirect speech, the doctor told me to stop smoking. Next, "Get out of the car," said the policeman. The policeman ordered him to get out of the car. Next, "Could you please be quiet?" she said. She asked me to be quiet. The man with the gun said to us, "Don't move." The man with the gun warned us not to move. Let's requests for objects. Requests for objects are reported using the pattern asked for plus object. Let's see some examples. "Can I have an apple?" she asked. She asked for an apple. Next, "Can I have the newspaper, please?" She asked for the newspaper. Next, "May I have a glass of water?" he said. He asked for a glass of water. "Sugar, please." She asked for the sugar. "Could I have 3 kilos of onions?" He asked for 3 kilos of onions. Next, suggestions. Suggestions are most often reported using the verb suggest, insist, recommend, demand, request, and propose, followed by that clause. That and should are optional in these clauses, as shown in the first two examples below. Note that suggest recommend, and propose may also be followed by a gerund in order to eliminate the indirect object, means the receiver of the suggestion, and thus make the suggestion more polite. Let's see some examples. She said, "Why don't you get a mechanic to look after at the car?" In indirect speech, she suggested that I should get a mechanic to look at the car, or she suggested I should get a mechanic to look at the car, or she suggested that I get a mechanic to look at the car, or she suggested I get a mechanic to look at the car. Next, why don't you go to the doctor? He said. He suggested I go to the doctor, or he suggested that I go to the doctor. Or he suggested I should go to the doctor, or he suggested that I should go to the doctor. All sentences are correct. Next, it would be a great idea to see the dentist, said my mother. My mother suggested I see the dentist. Next, the dentist said, I think you should use a different toothbrush. The dentist recommended using a different toothbrush. Next, my manager said, I think we should examine the budget carefully at this meeting. My manager proposed that we examine the budget carefully at the meeting. Next, why don't you sleep overnight at my house? She said. She suggested that I keep overnight at her house. She suggested that I sleep overnight at her house. Next, transforming let. Following rules are applied while changing let in reported speech. Number 1. Like imperative sentences, use of let in the sentences of let has different meaning, and in reporting verb, said to is replaced according to the notion of the sentence with words like proposed, suggested, requested, ordered, wished, told, etc. Second, if the meaning of let sentence is a suggestion, proposal, or wish, then for making indirect speech. Let's see some points. Number 1, said to is replaced with proposed to, suggested to, wished to. Number 2, let is replaced with should. Should comes after the pronoun and. Number 3, that is used to join both the parts of the sentence. Number 3, if the meaning of let sentence is to allow, order, or persuade, then for making indirect speech. Number 1, said to is replaced with requested to, ordered to. Second, let may remain in the sentence, or it may be replaced with allow and. Next, to is used to join both the parts of the sentence. Number 4, if condition or supposition comes in let sentence, then for making indirect speech, number 1, said to is replaced with told, let is replaced with might, and that is used to join both the parts of the sentence. Let's see some examples. Rakhi said to Raman, let us go to see a movie. Rakhi proposed to Raman that they should go to see a movie. Next, Manjula said to me, "Let us play carom today." Manjula proposed to me that we should play carom that day. Today is converted in that day. Next, she said to her sister, "Let him complete her study first." She suggested her sister that she should complete her study first. Next, he said, "Let us wait a few minutes and try again later." He suggested that they should wait a few minutes and try again later. That's all. So, my suggestions for all of you to practice these exercises again and again, because practice makes a man perfect. Thank you.